Hi everyone! So I really hope my previous video on top 10 most commonly mispronounced words was helpful for all of you. Today I'm going to take you through top 10 most commonly used idioms in the English language. So let's begin. Okay, so when I say it's raining cats and dogs, do I really mean that it's raining cats and dogs as in I can see the cats and dogs falling from the sky? Of course not. That's not what I really mean, okay? So we don't take idioms literally, alright? So in this case, I simply mean that it's raining heavily, okay? But why do we really use idioms? We use idioms because it makes our language richer, more robust, and some might say even more human. Okay, so the first idiom that I have on my list today is called a piece of cake. I'm sure you've heard of this idiom quite frequently when you're talking to other people. So what do we really mean by piece of cake? It means a task which is really or fairly simple to accomplish. Alright? So for example, if I have to use it in a sentence, I might say, the chemistry exam that we took yesterday was a piece of cake. Meaning, it was really easy. Okay. Moving on to the next one, which is costs an arm and a leg. Whoa, now what does that mean? It simply means something that is really expensive. So when we are referring to something, it can be an object, an item which is super expensive or exorbitant. I can simply say, well, it costs me an arm and leg, or it will cost me an arm and leg. So in a sentence, I can say, I think I shouldn't buy that bag. It will cost me an arm and a leg. Okay? All right. The third one on the list today is let the cat out of the bag. It doesn't mean pulling a cat out of a bag. It simply means to disclose a secret which was meant to be kept, okay? Now, if I have to use it in a sentence, I will simply say, it was going to be a surprise party until someone let the cat out of the bag. Meaning, the party was supposed to be a secret, but somebody informed others about the party. That is why it means to disclose a secret. So the next idiom on the list is break a leg. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and break somebody's leg here, or I'm not expecting anybody to break someone's leg here. It simply is an expression which means to wish someone good luck, especially when they're going to perform on stage. Alright, so if I have to use it in a sentence, I might simply say, well, you all look splendid in your costumes. Now go break a leg. The next one is to judge a book by its cover. This one is fairly common, and I'm sure you would have heard this idiom quite frequently whilst talking to other people. Now, this simply means that we should not decide upon something, or we should not make a judgment about something based on its outward appearance. Okay? For example, if I were to use this in a sentence, I would say, oh, wow, he turned out to be a great person. I guess we really must not judge a book by its cover. Alright, so that's what it truly means, and it's something that you can really use when we're talking in English. So next one today that I have on my list is, this is quite interesting, bite off more than you can chew. Okay, bite off more than you can chew. It simply means to attempt to take on a task that is too much for one to handle. So there are times when we know we can only accomplish 4 tasks successfully. However, we become a little greedy and we take on the 5th task as well and the 6th one as well. Now what happens? We are biting off more than we can chew. So if we have to put that in a sentence, I would simply say, I know you are usually up to a challenge, but don't bite off more than you can chew. Is that clear? So that's how I can use it in a sentence. Okay. Next is beat around the bush. This again is fairly common. It simply means to avoid talking about what's important. So I can scold somebody and I can say, stop beating around the bush and tell me why you didn't complete your work. Alright, so it's about when you use it when you're not willing to share what exactly the root cause of a problem was, and you're talking about everything else but the problem or the task at hand. Okay, I hope you've got that one right. So the next one is hit the sack. This we can use every day when we're talking to our friends, probably just before we sleep at night. So this simply means to go to sleep. And if I have to put it in a sentence, I will say, I usually hit the sack around 11 p.m. every day. Alright, it simply means I go to sleep at 11 p.m. every day. So next up on my list today is this idiom called up in arms. So this does not mean I'm going to take my arms up, but it simply means to be angry. Alright, so I can use it in a sentence like, my sister was up in arms when I told her I broke her favorite necklace. Meaning, my sister was really angry when I told her I broke her favorite necklace. Okay? Alright. So the last one on the list today is on cloud 9. What exactly does cloud 9 mean? Cloud 9 means to be really happy about something, to be ecstatic, to be euphoric, okay? So I can simply say, well, I was on cloud 9 when I met my friend after 5 years. Or I was on cloud 9 when I scored the highest in chemistry in my exam, alright? So I really hope you enjoyed the top 10 idioms that I took you through today, and I hope to see you all soon. Good luck and take care.